guys, we have Samanta Izquierdo. Saying the name. I hope I didn't butcher it, but Samanta Izquierdo. She's here. She's here to talk about not one, not two, but three projects, three major musical projects that she has been involved in. One of them literally drops tomorrow for when, we're doing the show, August 28th. It drops on Bell Fibe TV. She has a friggin' season. Well, there's 5 episodes in there that she pitched, and she was doing that. Anyways, we're talking about Bay Beats, North Bay Beats that's happening September 20th. Lots going on in this episode, so hang tight. We need to thank one of our sponsors, Source for Sports. Speaking of, fall is upon us. It is coming. So what do you need? Do you need skates? Are you going to be skating this winter? Doing some hockey? Maybe some ringette? Do we have ringette here? Do we have a team? We have a ringette team. Yeah. Shoot, maybe we need to go to the rink. Maybe Ben and I need to do a podcast on skates. Anyways, we'll discuss. Let's get into it, guys. I'm Lisa Bueve, and this is To North Bay with Love.
It's almost that time of year. Early mornings at the rink, fresh notebooks and backpacks, and a community gearing up for another great season of varsity sports. At Source for Sports North Bay, we're proud to be part of it all. Whether it's finding your kid's first pair of skates, gearing up for tryouts, or outfitting your team for the season ahead, we've got you covered. Because here, we're not just a sports store, we're neighbors, coaches, teammates, and fans. And we're proud to cheer you on every shift, step, and stride of the way. Visit Source for Sports North Bay at 1321 Fisher Street and let us help you along your way.
It's Sam. How's it going?
Good, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good. We were just before we started recording, I was like, it's been a couple years. I think it was 2023 when you were in last time.
That's right. Yeah.
So, what's going on? Because Chris, our content director, was like, dude, do you have time tomorrow to talk to this? And all he didn't even say was you. He was like, he made me guess. He was like, it's somebody in your past. You've spoken to her before, but she has new things going on. And I was like, what? And then he said your name, and I was like, oh my God, yes, of course, I'll come in.
Yeah, I was very excited to hear from you guys and come here and enjoy again.
You've been very busy on Instagram. I've been watching. Well, you're awesome.
Doing lots of stuff.
So, okay, fill me in. What's been happening the past 2 years?
Yeah. So, first of all, I started a film production here in North Bay, which is big.
Huge.
It's a huge thing. That was my first time immersing in the film industry. So it was a very cute and also rewarding experience for me. I learned so many things, and I also gave so many things from me to other people, and I met so many people. So these happened because I pitched for Bell Fibe TV. They came to North Bay last year.
Okay.
And I think they came back this year. But last year we pitched, and I just went there. I saw everybody wear their portfolios, ready for that, and I was like, okay, I just have my ideas in here. That's all I have.
I have a napkin.
And why not?
I wrote in a restaurant.
Why not trying, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I always enjoyed those TV shows from the back in the day,
oh my God.
90s MTV and stuff like that. I was a big fan of those.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, maybe I can create something like that, a little bit more simple here in North Bay, and showcase those artists that really deserve. Because I've been doing a lot of that community involving with musicians and artists.
Absolutely. Well, guerrilla grooves and stuff.
Yeah. So finding that, finding them a spot to showcase what they're doing, what they are, right?
Yeah.
Because what we see is everything the lights, the equipment, the music, the talent, but we don't see what happens in the back.
Right.
What happens when the curtain, close, and what they do, what's their life like.
And how do they get here? How do they book a venue? How do they,
Yeah. And because I am also a musician, I think we go through a lot as musicians. So I wanted to kind of showcase that and be very sincere with the community and put that in there in the simple way, because when you are on the stage, you're always the star and everything is flashing. But then when you get down, you're a different person, right? So I wanted to showcase that. And I said, okay, let's do a little bit of that and a little bit of this with the idea of like the MTV and stuff, because MTV is very fashion stuff, but I wanted to make it more personal, like more intimate for here for North Bay. So I said, okay, let's try to mix and blend, right? And then I went with those ideas and I sold them to the guys, and the guys were like, okay, let's try, like let's give it a shot.
So, okay, back up a little bit and tell us about, because that Bell Fibe, is it? Or Bell TV?
Bell TV, yeah.
Yeah, because I think, I think this is the thing that, so Kelsey Rule, who she's been kind of the head of the Fringe Festival here in town, On the Edge Fringe, and she pitched an idea. I believe it was through that too, through the Bell TV, and because you had so much time to pitch it or something, and you had to, and you had so much time to create and do your project, right? Yeah, you had to do it a certain amount of time. So she pitched it, and she ended up doing like a season of a TV show that she was thinking of. So, like, first of all, what an awesome opportunity, right? Living here in North Bay to do that. So when you went in to talk to these guys, like, was it here in North Bay that
happened? Here in North Bay at Canadore College.
At Canadore, okay. Yes. And then, so you just went in and pitched your idea of like, hey, I want to showcase artists, but I also want to talk to them when their concert's done, and so that people can kind of see like, here's the actual life that an artist has.
Exactly.
And then here's an hour on stage, but like, here's all the rest of the work that they have to do to get to the stage.
That's right.
And then they loved it. They loved it.
Yeah,
and
we only had 15 minutes to talk.
Pitch it. Okay. To pitch it. Man, it's like Dragon's Den, man.
And and get the attention, and then they will, I will give you a call back. That was their answer, an email. Okay, then after that, a few weeks after, I received an email from the director, and he said, yeah, we're interested. We want to meet you online at this time, because they were gone by that time. And we can set up a meeting, and we can talk more about the project. Yeah. So we start kind of rolling and talking and getting into the work. And then they said, okay, we're gonna send you a final decision, because it was a process actually. Yeah. So we're gonna think about it. We're gonna meet with all the team, and then we're gonna give you an answer. So that took around 3 weeks. It was a little bit of longer than the other time, but that time helped me to kind of make this project more, like giving it more shape, right? Yeah. And grabbing my team and see what I want to do, and
that's right.
What kind of people I want to have in the show. Musicians, what bands, what kind of genres I want to showcase and stuff. I was sure that I wanted to showcase like as diverse as I wanted, like as I can, because I know that I didn't want to just focus on like some genre of music.
Right,
I want to focus
like all heavy metal
and
or
different,
all,
different, giving opportunity to everybody. And there's so many bands, like I couldn't catch everybody, of course. Yeah. But I hope that there's another season, because everything depends on the audience right now.
That's right.
So it's going to be released, and if people watch it and people just really watch, they are going to count like how many people's watching, how's the click in there. Right. And then there might be a second season. So, but yeah, that was the story. So then they say, okay, yeah, we're ready. We really like your idea. Let's do it. And then,
so when they said yes, like, was that, what did you feel in that moment? Were you excited but probably terrified?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God, this is real, right? Yeah. And then I started little by little putting pieces together. So I said, okay, I have the vision, and I had also kind of like the artists I wanted. So I started contacting them, asking them if they were okay to be filmed, because this was more like a TV show documentary.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, documentary style.
And
sure.
I am the host, and I have never been a host. Like I've been interviewed before, but never been
the interviewer.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So I started watching videos and learning, and kind of getting into the track, right? Yeah. Learning. And I said, okay, well, now we have to do this. Now we have to keep the people, happy too. Getting some food, getting some also the costumes, like all the dressing and the stuff, like the attires. Yeah. Like what we're gonna wear for each episode. It has to kind of match with the flow, with the vibe, the music, with the vibe. So we had 5 episodes. That's what we proposed, 5 episodes, and Yeah, it was amazing. We started
so cool.
we
Yeah.
started at the waterfront and showcasing like the waterfront, the bank shell, because the bank shell for me is like something where everything starts, like the music, right?
Yeah.
The live music. There's shows during the summer.
Yeah, in the summer, yeah,
that's
for
where
sure.
people go there
Yeah.
and you use the space for that. So that's where it starts, and then yeah.
So when you talk about the production company, so for our listeners, like where did that come out of? So now, okay, Bell says, great, let's do 5 episodes. Awesome.
Yeah.
So now it's you being like, okay, like you just said, I have to think about wardrobe. I have to think about where are the artists, where are we going to interview them? Like, are we going to, in the bathroom, like after the show? Like you got, you got to get locations. You got to get because people, I think sometimes don't realize how much goes into even just, even just this podcast too. Like it's not just us here. Like there's a whole behind the scenes, right? Like producing it and then marketing it and, so a lot of people on a team. So then what happened? Okay, so you have the show and they're going to greenlight 5 episodes.
Right.
So then what? Like, so you contacted the artist, but then was it just you or like who did you bring on board to kind of help you?
So we had a board on board, like someone who was taking care of the audio, like recording,
like mixing it, producing it,
audio, doing like the song for the intro and all that stuff. We got the musician ready. We got 2 filmmakers, local ones from North Bay.
Did they come from the Canador program?
Yes, they come from the Canador program too. So like I want to include people that was like included in the programs in Canador, and also one of the musicians is part of the Canador program, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's very important to showcase what's happening, what is growing in the college, right?
Yeah.
And then basically we're the 4 of us doing it all. Like and I aside from being like the host, I was the producer and I was like, the main manager. So I had to manage these 3 people.
And that's a lot because
and it was a lot.
Like doing a show, I mean, you have to have like everything is kind of 3 weeks behind. You know what I mean? Like you need to know 3 weeks out, like what the wardrobe is, where the location is. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. So that's a lot of work.
That was a lot of work. Yeah, but it was very rewarding because what happened was that we actually start growing into getting the actual scene where they are performing in the concert. And then we went to their spaces where they, rehearse, for example. Maybe some of them had it in their houses, some of them in garage, some of them in a friend's house.
Yeah.
Things like that, right? And then we start picking from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you always interview after the show, or was it kind of before, or like did you want the interview after the show so you could kind of talk about the concert, or?
It was more like before the show, like actually in their space, like in the intimate space.
Yeah.
Like when they were, rehearsing, preparing for that show.
Right.
And then after the whole thing, they will show what they did, right? Performing and stuff. So it was more the intimate part.
Okay, yeah.
What happened here? Like, how do you create your music? How do you do your how you are inspired by stuff.
And how long are the episodes? How long are the 5
Around
episodes?
15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more really about like the story of the artist with like little clips of the concert music or them playing, but it's more about who they are. And why they do it.
Who they really are and what they do.
Which is what everybody's so interested in, right?
Exactly.
I mean, everybody, because, like you say, the concerts are so marketed and so out there, but like, who's the real person? Because everybody's a real person. It's a persona sometimes that they're on stage. But like, yeah. And I mean, some of these, this is crazy. Like you got Peter Cleach, one of my personal favorites. Oh, so good. Born Ruffians, Critical Trees.
Oh, that's actually that's for Bay Beats Music Festival.
Okay, Bay Beats. Okay, so that's different.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 things going on. We got to cut this.
I got a lot of things in there.
Okay, so who are the can you say who the artists are on the 5 episodes?
Of course, I can say it. So it's Ethos, which is a young band.
Okay.
They are high school boys, and they play grunge
Like
and
a
punk.
garage band.
Yeah.
Every teenage dream.
It's crazy.
Love
the
it.
teenage dream.
Awesome.
So Ethos, it's a 7 Major, which is like a hip hop rapper, indigenous hip hop rapper. He's from Canada College.
Okay.
And I like him because he talks about, recovering from addictions and stuff like that and helping his community. He comes from the Shawanaga community. So it's very interested. His story, his life. We have the DJs from House Party, the ones who always make us dance here in the north, in the community. So House Parties, and we got a Trigger the band, which is like they are like a blend of very professional and experienced musicians because they have other different bands around here. So we got James Ahola in there. We got Steve Gear. And Joe Westerlund in the band. Yeah. But they join other bands, and they have been a very important asset for the community, and especially for rock and rollers and for independent musicians. Okay. And they have a space, which is pretty cool. So we're showcasing that space where they perform and do their,
What's
music.
The space? Can we know the space?
Highland, that's a name. Yeah.
Highland. Okay.
Yeah. That's what they call it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. In the episode, you will see it. It's like what I really love of this is like it's kind of like a secret space. Right. So just the people that is like in the scene, the independent scene knows of this place.
Okay.
So it's very underground.
You gotta like know somebody to know somebody to know somebody.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
And then have a password at the door.
It's pretty cool, basically. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going to get to see these episodes, these 5 episodes?
This is going to happen actually tomorrow is the actual
launch?
release in Bell TV.
Awesome.
Bell Fibe TV.
August 28th. We're going to say that August 28th. Okay.
Yeah. And then we got another band that I forgot to mention, which is Medusa, which is like actually I sing in that band, and I wanted to go back to kind of like not because I want to showcase myself, but because I wanted to tie everything up, from my story, from my personal story to the other story of the people, and that's like the last episode.
That's the last episode?
It's like that close everything, right? Like how musicians live, how musicians, think, dream, and and do their stuff. So it's pretty interesting.
So who interviews you in the last episode?
Well,
then?
I just talk. With my other partner, like he and I, we just talk about our life a little bit, and then it's like clips of performance and some stories, and then
that's amazing.
And then we invite people that know us, and they talk something about what they think and like how they got involved. Like more like tidying everything in the story. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. So, and where can we see it though? Like, so it launches August 28th.
Yeah, Bell Fibe TV in the channel. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because I don't have Bell Fibe.
I know.
So I hope it's going to come to like YouTube or something or somewhere where we can see it eventually.
I know. The thing is like they wanted to kind of like hook people to kind of, get into the system and do Bell Fibe. Sure. So I encourage the community, if you have internet with Bell, maybe you can get like offers and stuff, and then you get into the TV and you can watch, because that way you support, right?
That's right.
And that way you can get more people in the second season. We'll get more people out, because we couldn't,
I mean, if you got 5 episodes, you got 5. That's it. You know what I mean? So
right? But
what an undertaking. So you're not only creating TV shows and filming them, but tell us about North Bay Beats. Yeah. Because we have some artists happening here, like Peter Cleash, Born Ruffians. Yeah. I don't know them. Critical Trees, and then Hyperboreal. That's like an awesome name, Hyperboreal. And then David Laronde. So there's all these people, and they're all involved in something called North Bay Beats. Yes. So what is that?
Yeah, the Bay Beats Music Festival. Okay. Yeah. It's a music festival that came out of an idea of a few people, because we used to have another festival in the past, but we decided to kind of open it up a little bit more and bring more like these mix of younger audiences with like the traditional audiences as well, like let anybody aside, just kind of include everybody and kind of do that different mix of generations, like different generations
And
of
like you were saying, like
music.
different genres, right?
And
like
genres.
not always heavy metal or
Exactly.
like death metal or something, but like having, because Peter Cliche obviously is like way more folk, way more,
That's
so
right.
different style.
Yeah, different styles.
Yeah.
And this is going to happen at the band show on September 20th. Yeah, and we're gonna have we have the support from Canada College, so you're gonna have a little tent there for the students to join and have a nice and a good time, and everybody's invited. This event is actually free, like we're not gonna charge anybody.
Amazing.
The community, because we wanna bring this all the music, the fun, to the community without paying.
North Bay's turning 100, and what a time to be here. From the buzz of the Heritage Parade to sunset concerts at the waterfront, the city is alive with celebration. And you know who's right in the middle of it all? Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. We're proud to be a part of this milestone moment. Whether you're coming home from a family reunion, planning a gathering with friends, or just simply making the most of everything the Centennial has to offer, our doors are open. Stay in a spacious suite that feels like home, with a full kitchen to cook in, room to relax, and a space to unwind after a full day of fun. Are you hosting something bigger? Our event spaces and amazing local partners like the Grand and Stock Transportation make it easy to bring people together. Best of all, they're just steps from the action. The fireworks, the food trucks, the music, the laughter, it's all right here. Celebrate 100 years of North Bay with us. Use code Centennial to save on your stay anytime this year. Be at home with Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. Join the party today at 495 Oak Street West or give us a call at 705-495-3000.
Dear North Bay, you've always been more than a place on the map. You're home to me. This is where I built a life with my husband, raised our kids, and taught in local schools for over 24 years. I'm proud to be part of this community. Earlier this year, my world shifted. After living with anxiety, depression, and PTSD for much of my life, I reached a point where I couldn't keep going alone. Walking into the emergency department at the North Bay Regional Health Center was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But what I found there changed everything. A nurse who made me feel safe, a crisis worker who truly listened. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. That care gave me hope, and it inspired me to give back by supporting local healthcare so that others in our community can access the same compassionate care I did. If my story resonates with you, I hope you'll consider supporting the NBRHC Foundation. Please visit nbrhcfoundation.ca or call 705-495-8125 to give. Because mental health is health. With gratitude, Tiffany Van Meer.
So Canada College is sponsoring.
Yes,
kind of their sponsor.
It's
And
one
what
of the
a-
sponsors.
It's amazing, and an amazing time to do it because all the students are just back to school,
That's
right? They're
right,
just
the
coming to college, some of them for the
homecoming,
first
yeah.
time. So now you're not only having this new experience of college, university, and being in residence and stuff, but come down and enjoy our waterfront because it's awesome.
It's awesome.
We're so lucky to
yeah.
have it. And September's such a beautiful month. It really is. And
Yeah,
down
that's
there, that'll be
right.
great. So September 20th is a perfect time.
The 20th, it starts
Yeah.
at 1 and finishes at 9:20 with Born Ruffians.
Okay.
Born Ruffians is a band coming from Midland, and they are big in the indie music.
Yeah.
I think they do indie rock. So they've been around.
They looked interesting, yeah. There's like a mix of guys and girls, and there's like 5 of them or so. But
it's a 4-piece band, I
Four-piece,
think.
yeah. Yeah.
And they are very excited to be the headliners this year. And then we're gonna have Peach Pack performing. We're gonna have it's like a kind of like a rock punk girl band.
It's called
just
Peach-
girls.
Peach Pack?
Pack. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Then we're gonna
I love
have a rappers. We're gonna have trap music, which is like a very young thing. You have you heard about trap music?
What is that? No, I have no idea.
That's Critical Trees. So he's like one of the
Critical Trees, okay.
the ones who joined this genre. It's like between hip hop and electronic. Is like kind of mix. It's
Okay,
pretty
I like
cool.
that because I love some EDM. I love some that's my favorite, man. Like, oh my gosh, going to like Tulum and like seeing all those the screens with the graphics and the God. Okay, that's what you got to build this into that, man. Like, can you imagine one day, Sam, like freaking Bay Beats and you're down there at the waterfront and there's like this massive screen and then you can have all those.
That's the dream, eh? Yeah, that's the dream. So this year we wanted to kind of have it like, for all ages. It's a dry concert. We're not going to sell any alcohol. And it's family friendly. People can come out.
That's awesome, man. That's what you want. Now, the 20th, is it? It must be a Saturday. Is it a Saturday or Sunday?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Yes,
okay. So from 1 to 9. Okay. When you said 2, I was like, girl, you going to 2 in the morning? What's going on?
Yeah, 9.
Okay, so 1 to 9. And how many bands all together? Like, I mean, even here, there's just like.
Yeah,
so there's.
we're going to have there's going to be a big lineup. It's going to be a long day. So for that, we call out some volunteers.
Okay.
We're still receiving and we're still calling out some volunteers. If you want to volunteer, come out.
I did see that too on Instagram.
Yeah.
You're like, we need volunteers, so come on out.
We do have right now, but because of the size of the event, we'll need more people, more support.
So should they contact you through like Instagram?
Yeah,
like, or go to Bay Beats?
social media or through the website. We have a website, which is www.norbaybeats.ca. That's
northbaybeats.ca, yeah.
Yeah, that's the website. And there's a form you can fill in, and then that will that will take you to my email, and then I'll respond. Because I'm going to be in charge of the volunteers and the artists too, like kind of like with other people that is in the back.
Okay.
We're going to be doing that. So, so it's going to be a very fun day.
Girl, who's going to look after you? I feel like you need an assistant.
I'm
you need some water,
of an assistant.
You need some snacks.
Yeah, for sure. So if somebody wants to be my assistant, you're welcome.
Who wants to volunteer? Look after Sam that day. Because she needs her own person. She needs her girl.
I do need,
I love it. This is awesome. And these are like, it's touring local artists. So is there like a geographical kind of area that these artists are coming from? Like, how far is too far away? You know what I mean? Like, because they're touring, right? But it's like, where would be the farthest? Like, are some of these bands from Toronto? Or are they from like?
So I will say that Born Ruffians are the ones that come from far.
Okay, Midland,
they are originally from Midland, but I think they live in Toronto.
Okay.
And they are gonna be touring around North America. Like they're gonna go to the US. They're gonna be here in North Bay. They're gonna be in Quebec. So they are gonna be touring around Canada as well.
Okay.
For the fall, and then we're gonna have Critical Trees. He comes from Huntsville, which is not so far from here, and then the rest are more locals.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Wow. And is there is this the first year for Bay Beats?
Yes, this is the first year.
Okay, because I was going to say, is there like little, like maybe eventually, I don't know, I was going to say little tents with like maybe artists selling things or something like that?
Sure.
Is there going to be that?
We're going to have a tent, like a festival tent, where people can go and get a ticket raffle, because we're going to do a raffle. We're going to, sell some art. Yeah. I mean, not sell some art, but we're going to do the raffle. And if somebody wins, there's a prize, which is like the local art.
Yeah.
And we're also going to have the festival merch and also the artist merch. So people can buy them. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you have awesome weather that day.
Yeah. We have a backup plan in case it rains. So in case it rains, we don't want to stop the festival because, you always cancel.
I know.
And people get like, I was looking
forward
for
They're like,
this.
Forget it. Yeah.
So we are going to have another location. Like we have another backup plan. So if they call for rain, we'll just move it to a smaller space, but the party is still happening.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, you'd probably only do that if it was going to like pour, right? Because I mean, a little bit of rain, whatever. Bring your raincoat.
Exactly.
You're outside. No big deal. Who cares?
Yeah, it's going to be super cool.
That's awesome.
And for the merch, we're thinking of like inviting people to kind of like do the merch for like the festival, because we don't want to do it like a brand. We just want to do something more creative. So maybe we just buy the shirts, and then people will kind of create their own like logo for, or like their own design for Bay Beats.
Yeah.
So that's another kind of like activity for people that is
cool too.
Joining the festival.
Yeah.
And maybe we're gonna have a few food vendors, which Himalayan Cafe sponsoring there.
So good.
Mr. Pancho's.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna have. I'm looking for one more vendor, which is like drinks or something, like lemonade or something like that.
Yeah.
So people out there, if you wanna come out, there's space open.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just saying Twigs, they're a great sponsor here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they have some great, oh my God, lovely like lemonades and stuff like that.
That's right.
Italian sodas. Yes, that would be good and refreshing. What is going on with Like, so is this kind of another part of Guerrilla Grooves? Like, what's going on with Guerrilla Grooves?
Yeah, so actually this is separate from Guerrilla
Okay.
Groups, but actually I'm going to work, I'm partnering now with, especially during the fall, with Courtyard's concert series, which comes from Toronto.
Okay.
From the Canadian Music Incubator Association, which is like, I don't know if you have heard of them. They have been there for a long time in the music industry, helping people, like especially new musicians, to kind of like, learn more about how do you get into the music industry, how do you record your music, giving grants and stuff, and doing a lot of like the union, for example, the union concerts, they do it every year in the union station.
Oh, okay.
And they do concerts. So we partnered with them, and we're going to have the Courtyard series during October.
Okay, what's that going to be? What's
that's
that
going to
all
be
about?
at the
Like
Himalayan Cafe. It's a very intimate space. That's what Guerrilla Groups were always looking like, having a intimate space to showcase musicians. We did it last year, and we did like a different diversity of musicians. Like we had a performer from Africa, Brazil, and then we had another performer that she has like some roots from, I think she's Dutch or something like that. Yeah. But she's local. She's from North Bay, but the rest were from Brazil, and the other one African from Ivory Coast. And they did like, their own traditional music and stuff like that. And now this year I'm focusing more like in DJs.
Okay.
So different like musicians that can blend some the DJing with kind of like melody singing, or maybe kind of like the digital stuff with a little bit more of like voices singing and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm right now building the lineup, but we have one DJ confirmed, which is his name is DJ Noise, and he's from India, but he's been here for a long time. So he's gonna bring all these sounds from Asia, and
all that
fusion,
Shoot.
and DJing.
That sounds awesome.
It's gonna be super fun. Yeah,
And so, like, you're just doing this in all your free time, really,
exactly
that you have between the hours of 2 a.m. and 3 a.m.
I don't have too much free time.
Like, what is happening? When do you eat? Like, what's going on? When you were talking about DJs, like, I watched my little TikTok stories, and I just mentioned Tulum because there was like this massive concert in Tulum, and they had this massive screen, and I don't know who is doing. It's like the Dome in Vegas, like the freaking the graphics are insane.
Yeah,
and then they have these DJs that are just, and being like DJs are, I mean, they're so powerful, right? Because they can have this room of 2,000 people, and they can literally control the energy in that room
exactly.
by whatever music they choose. I mean, your heartbeat can be 180, or that they can bring you down to 60, or they can bring you down to, you know what I mean?
That's
like they're kind of playing with the energy and with everybody's. It's such a, I just love that vibe. I love that, and again, it goes back to live, and I love theater and being live theater, and there's just this exchange of energy that like I love. And so I wish we had a place here in North Bay that was a big enough place where it was like where you could dance, you know, and have like DJs. And I can see like having DJs come up from Toronto or come up from wherever, like one of these things where it's like you showcase all these different DJs coming up with different styles, different, little more house, a little more indie rock, like whatever it is, right? But
absolutely.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
That would
be so
awesome.
cool because there's really there's really no place to do that anymore, just to go and let off some steam, like have a drink and just like dance with friends on the dance floor and just like forget about it, got the lights going, and you know what I mean? Like it's just such a fun place to be.
Absolutely. That's why I'm doing this. Like I don't want the musicians and the scene to die. I wanted to keep it alive, given spaces. Even if we don't have the space, we just create the space,
exactly.
Right? Like what we did with Guerrilla, and that's what we're doing at Himalaya. I know it's a small place, but starting from there will lead you to more bigger things, and that's what I'm like, in the future. That's what I'm picturing with Bay Beats. Like I want that big festival, bringing big headliners, and also local musicians, and also bringing, we're gonna have a DJ there too, and bringing like everybody to join the party without worrying what genre they are playing. Yeah. And everybody have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
And has music always been a huge part of your life?
Absolutely. Yeah. Since I was a little girl, I was love music. I'm gonna tell you a story, Lisa. I
love stories. Go
I
ahead.
used to dance because I love flamenco, and I don't know when or from where. Well, my dad, he's a rock and roll guy, so he always played Queen and Bowie and all the the good music. Yes, Led Zeppelin and all. So I was like 3 years old and I was dancing to that music and vibing into it. And he's also like a very big lover of like Mozart, like classic music.
Yeah.
But Paco de Lucia, he used to listen a lot. So I think that's where I grabbed like kind of like the flamenco stuff.
Okay.
And my grandma, she was a very big fan of like classic music, but most what she used to listen to was like kind of like composers from Spain. Okay. So kind of like that vibe came into me, and I love to kind of like, I used to dress up myself. Like I never had like the actual traditional dress for
flamenco.
Flamenco. I used to make it myself when I was a little girl. So I just tied up like a little,
like a long,
piece of fabric
skirt or something.
Long skirt.
Yeah.
My dad used to buy me those. Do you remember those heels that were like plastic heels that you buy it in the toy store? They used to sell them.
No.
They were heels.
No way. You put them on your shoes?
Yeah. So I was wearing the shoes. My grandma went for a big tour into Europe. Okay. And she brought me those castanets. And I was like, playing and then singing.
Oh my God.
And I used to do that all the time. And then I used to kind of like make shows with my cousins. Like I used to manage my cousins. Okay, you're gonna play this. You're gonna sing this. And I was like, organizing them. Every Christmas we had a play of something for the family.
Everybody.
Let's go.
I love it.
So I always loved music.
Yeah.
And then I get into the singing when I was very young, and I actually won a gold medal in Indiana because I lived in United States for a few years.
Right. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and I won their first place. I compete with like a big huge crowd of people.
Yeah.
Because they were like around like a lot of like high schools, and my teacher encouraged me. She said like, you have to participate because I know you're gonna win. So go. And I was like, okay. And then I went there and I won. And then that was like my kick to say, okay.
Right. Okay, this is for real.
This is something.
This is what I got to do. This must be awesome because like what a cool job to have, right?
Yeah.
Like that, it's not even a job. Like it's not even a job. It's just life.
It's fun. It's
just
life.
your life. It's just what you do. Oh my gosh. Like how many people can say that, right? They get up in the morning and they're like, no, this is what I'm born to do. And North Bay, like honestly, it's the other reason I love this city too, is that it allows for so many people to do that, like especially in the arts and culture, right? Because it's such a hard industry to get into in terms of like being able to make a living, a comfortable living doing it professionally,
Yeah.
So, if that doesn't pan out, but you love doing other things and, but you come to North Bay and like, I mean, the quality of performances that we have here is incredible. Like I've seen so many productions, so many concerts, so many plays that rival anything in Toronto.
It's good.
It's so I love that you're doing this because it's so important to just really showcase your community and to tell people, hey guys, like look at what we have here. Like this, you don't have to go all the way down there. You don't have to go down south or to a different country or something to enjoy this. Like we have really good quality stuff here.
Yeah, we have lots of talent, and that's what is showcased there. And Sound Trippers, the show, and all the concerts we do, like always finding new faces as well. And it's amazing. It's been a journey. Yeah.
No kidding. Well, I wish you luck. I hope the weather, I'm going to pray for good weather on the 20th.
Amazing.
And everybody who has Bell Fibe TV, go check it out. Is it what channel is it? Is it just Bell Fibe is a channel?
Bell
Is that
Fibe,
it?
and
Okay.
you go there. Yeah,
Okay.
and you go there. There's like different categories. So you go drama, you go music, and then I think it's in the music category. So
And what is the name of
the show?
The show?
It's Sound Trippers.
Sound Trippers? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sound
Yes.
Troopers.
Trippers. Like a day tripper.
Day tripper. Okay, I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sound
Amazing.
Trippers. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So cool. I love it.
Awesome, Lisa. Thank you so much for having me here. Oh my
of
God,
course.
it's so nice to see your face.
Couldn't wait to see you again. I was
your
like,
vibe.
Sam.
I love it.
And my mom should be here. My mom should be here because I was telling her, like, she listened to the episode and she loved it. And she's like, I need someone to speak Spanish with. And I was like, well, then call Sam up. We're just going to get you. Maybe she'll help you backstage. She could be your girl.
Yeah,
she
she
could
can
just
be
talk
my helper.
exclusively. Exactly.
Amazing.
Just talk. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Lisa.
Well, always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure talking to Samanta. I just love her. I love her vibe. She is a powerhouse packed into a tiny little package. She's very little. I want to pick her up. Make a little wish. Put her in my pocket right here. She's a doorbell. What a force. What a force of nature, right? I mean, like, holy geez. I made a joke with her and I was like, so when do you like eat and sleep and stuff? What's happening in your 24 hours, right? She certainly uses up her day really well. Amazing concerts. That free concert, Bay Beats, September 20th. Don't miss that. It's a Saturday from like 1 until 9:30. Go check it out on their website. And then, hey, if you have Bell Fibe TV, go check that out too. That sounds really interesting. It's called Sound Trippers. 5 episodes, about 15 minutes each. So that'll be cool. What else? Hey, head to our website. Speaking of websites, northbayecho.ca. Check out the other podcasts that are available there. You can sign up for our newsletter, Echo Essentials. It'll be sent right to your inbox. You don't have to worry about it. Until then, stay healthy, drink your water, wear your sunscreen and your hats. Although now it's almost sweater weather. Almost sweater weather. And then you can get your pumpkin spice latte. But don't talk about it now, you freaks. It's still August, okay? Until next time, much love.